Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Crazy Hobbies None Under. And that's how you say down under in good old Danish, according to our Google translation. Oh, cheers, Google.
Cuckoo! Hi, cuckoo!
You have to say hey or okay.
Hey, okay.
Now, we have a new release for Maverick RC, and this bad boy is called the Maverick Quantum Plus Flux. So, this car is brushless, yes, and it's the Plus version. Now, these bad boys will be retailing for around 499 AUD, and our American viewers, oh man, these cars, man, we're retailing for around 400 USD to 420 America.
Where are we? We're in the state of Mississippi.
And our European partners, we don't know how much euro. Please find out. Thank you. Merci, merci.
I think it's okay, yes.
Now, the price difference between the Maverick Quantum Flux and the Maverick Quantum Plus Flux is about $120 odd. Now, what do you get more for 120 bucks? That's a goddamn good question. We're just about to tell you. The difference is, with the Plus, they're 40 mil longer, right? Compared to the old Flux. You do have slightly bigger wheels, different body, and most importantly, you do have new electronics on the Plus, so new ESC, new motor, upgraded.
Millions of Australian jaws will drop.
You do have the center differential on the Plus version, so just gives you a little bit more stability, improved handling, and power distribution, right? And just a couple of upgrades on the car, which we'll be talking about, right? On the front, you'll have the CVDs. On the Plus, they have been hardened and thickened, and you also have the rear stub axles, which tend to break, you know, if you're doing big jumps and stuff, so they're also hardened. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll just quickly unwrap them. We'll go over the cars quickly, and we'll go from there. Let's unwrap. Unwrap the Danish fiery red version first. Wow, wow, wow. Very nice. There she is there, ladies and gentlemen. Not bad at all.
2 seconds in, not bad, good size.
Bit of black, bit of camo, yeah, bit of grey, bit of red wheels. Very nice. Very nice. Now let's unpack the ice cold blue version. Blue. Let's have a look at this bad boy. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Oh. And there she is there for our blue lovers at home, ladies and gentlemen. Not bad, you got the black wheels on this one. Let's quickly check the car out. Now, just before we do, guys, just regarding your radio on the Quantum Fluxes, right, flip that up, bottom left-hand dial. That dial there, you can turn the speed all the way up and all the way down, right? So anti-clockwise, speed down, and speed up, clockwise. Now, we get this question asked a lot. So, you know, the guys buy the car, should I buy a 2S or a 3S? If you wanted to, and if you don't want to spend extra money, you can get started off with the 2S first, get used to the power, and then jump up to the 3S. If you don't want to do that, right, and buy 2 batteries, you can get the 3S battery, just turn the speed all the way down, and then once you get used to the power, you can turn the speed all the way up again, right? So that's that. So really nice looking body, got the blue camo. Let's take that off and zoom up. So we'll just quickly go over the car, give you the specs, and then we'll talk about all the pluses in detail. Now let's just start with the motor, and here it is here, just based in the back. Now it's a 3100 kV brushless motor, right? And it has got a 5mm shaft, right? It's not a 3mm, 5mm shaft, and it's a 32 pitch pinion. Just regarding your battery compartment, opposite end, it's about 14 centimeters long, and it's about 5 centimeters wide. Velcro straps, right? Then you have your electronic speed controller. Now this is a hobby wing. It's 100 amp, rated to 3S maximum. You got your on-off button right there, and you got your programming button on the bottom. It will come with a Dean's connector, standard. You've got your servo here, metal geared, water resistant, right? And the great thing is it comes with a metal turnbuckle, so there's no flex. You'll have, you know, responsive steering. Then you have your receiver box at the front here. That's pretty much enclosed. It is also water resistant, right? Guys, these cars are water resistant, right? Not waterproof. So if any water gets in here, you must dry it off properly, or else problems will occur later on down the track. You got your aerial here, just with your aerial. You got your plastic tube. Just take that grub screw off, whack it in. Keep this aerial inside the car, guys, right? So if you keep it outside the car, when you flip them, they rip, right? And then you'll have to buy a new receiver. So just put the tube on and tuck it inside the car. There is no need for that to be outside. So that's basically the whole car. Let's talk about the pluses. Let's quickly talk about the Maverick Quantum Plus Flux, the main differences and the pluses. So let's start from the rear. The rear wing is slightly larger, right? The shocks, they're exactly the same as the older version. The arms, front and rear, same as the older version, right? Now what they've done on the rear, guys, you'll see there, those stub axles, what the dog bones go into, right there. Those things on the old version, right? If you have a hard enough hit, or if you go off big jumps, they will, they'll break, right? These things here, and they'll warp. So on the Plus, they're hardened and stiffened, so a lot stronger. And for the older version, guys, if you've got the Maverick Quantums, the Fluxes, yeah, these will also fit on your car. So you can order the ones from the Plus version, they'll fit on your car, right? So they've hardened them up. Now, just regarding your wheels, right? That's an 8mm socket. You'll need an 8mm socket to take that off. And they're actually a 14mm hex on the Plus. Right now, just regarding 14mm, you haven't got much of a wheel tire option, because 14mm's not as popular anymore. But if you strip them out, right, just go for the original Maverick wheels and tires. They're awesome. They're glued really nicely, and this is an all-terrain tire, so nice and grippy, and it'll last you ages. If you don't want to strip out your wheels and stuff, right, your hex, every run or after every second run, you want to nip them up. If they come loose, you'll end up stripping the wheel, right, because you have got a metal hex in there. So always keep these nuts tight.
These nuts. Got him! Got him!
Now let's come towards the center. Now what they've done is, the big plus here is a center differential, right? Now just regarding your center differential on your cars, improved handling, more stability, and power distribution is a lot better. Now with the older version, you have your your gear cover here, that's enclosed. You have your spurgy on the back here, and everything's enclosed. Now a lot of people, I'll take it on loose gravel. Don't ask me how. The loose gravel works its way in there, and it will strip this gear. So by having this open here, right, if you take it in loose gravel or whatever, it's just the box is just going to bounce in and then just bounce out, right? So nothing's going to strip. It's not enclosed. So that's a big plus. Now, regarding your motor mount, they've done an awesome job here as well, right? So this motor mount is a lot more heavy duty. So, with the older motor mount, if you have a hard enough hit, if you have a hard enough hit on any car, sometimes what ends up happening is the motor will jolt, right? it will either move inwards or outwards. Now, this motor mount's a lot tougher, right? So the motor should stay in place a lot better. And what ends up happening there is with the older one, if you hit it hard enough, the motor will drop forward, right? That's metal, that's plastic. And if it jolts forward, it will strip that spurgy out. To replace that, it's about 15 bucks. So big plus there, guys. Motor mount looks more heavy duty, and that's opened, right? There's nothing for it to strip. The only time that's gonna really strip, guys, is if you hit that and that moves forward. So big plus there. The battery compartment's exactly the same as the old one. Upgraded ESC. You will see a little bit more power, right, with that. With the older version, it's probably a little bit more restricted. So better response times with the new ESC. Servo's been upgraded, right? So it's metal geared, water resistant, and that's a metal turnbuckle. So you're not going to get any flex when you're steering. So it's going to be pretty responsive. Just regarding the receiver box, that's enclosed. It's exactly the same as the old one, right? Just regarding that aerial, you have got a plastic tube. Take that grub screw off, put it in there. Just regarding the aerial, guys, what you want to do is always keep them tucked inside the car, right? So if you pop them out, you're not going to get much more range. And you know, if you're crashing it and you're scraping it on the roof and you damage this, then you'll need a new receiver. It's going to cost you like 60, 70 bucks. So keep that tucked in. Just regarding the front, it's exactly the same shocks and that sort of stuff. And again, so what they've done is here, they've upgraded the CVDs, all right? So you see these things here, this drive shaft here, that drive shaft there. On this one here, it's a lot thicker and it's hardened, right? On the older versions, they're a little bit thinner, right? So if you have a hard enough bang, you'll tend to break them. And also, guys, if you go to the older Maverick Quantum Flux, on the Plus version, these will fit onto your car, so you can order these, right? Nice upgrade. And yeah, just regarding the chassis, right? So this is like a bathtub chassis. This is, you know, very, very similar to the new one. Just regarding the bathtub chassis, you know, it's a little bit more lower center of gravity, so you get, you know, better handling. And the beautiful thing about this car, guys, is that, right, this is the big plus here. Everything is opened, right? Everything is, you know, laid out for you. So if there's anything you need to get to, you know, it's going to be a lot more easy access, right? So everything's more accessible. You want to, you know, you want to move your motor out and whatever, it's there, right? If something happens with your servo, it's there. You don't, you know, with the old servo, it was a bit more cramped up and it was just in the middle here. So it was a bit more awkward to get to. So big plus regarding, you know, everything's open and you know, pretty accessible. So big plus there. So that'll pretty much wrap it up. We are going to be running these cars, and you know, we're gonna do some crazy jumps. So make sure you subscribe. You know, hit that bell button so you're notified. Leave a comment, like, share. You know, tell us what you think about the cars. Yeah, that's about it. Maverick, if you're listening, doing an awesome job, but we would love to see a 1/8 scale. And if you agree, comment below. All right, guys, so look out for that running video. We love you all from down under. Stay crazy, be humble.